Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Still fighting. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now Jackson on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Lucky 56.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
20.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Wait, 20.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Hey. Go up. No, 66. Watch quit. Both bandit. Right.
Brady now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tony Jefferson in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Wait, 20.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20. Hey, Alabama.
Shotgun now for Brady. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
No. Check. Patriot.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Watch it now, Barney.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Detroit! 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 Leopard! Leopard!
They'll go option to the short side, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Gun! 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 Watch you now, Barney! Barney! Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
On 3rd down, Jackson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a pitch out to Michel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one.
Let's go.
Come back and get them the next time.
Now a play fake. Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Brady. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Detroit! Detroit! Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Check. 53 flight. Check. 53 flight. Right here. Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position and make them play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. He'll check this one down to Michelle, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. The quick feet by Jackson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the tuck and run. First down now, but that clock rolling. Jackson on first down. Brought in left side by Snead. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Right there. 54. Right there. Right Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Leopard. Leopard. Detroit. Detroit.
Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you're trying to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A give. This is Michel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. This time, Jackson will throw it, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it here. This is James White. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Tony Jefferson in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Over.
They pitch it out to Montgomery. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play. A turnover forced, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick six, fourth quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. To Michel on the dump off. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And it's Michel once again. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw, Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll go left side here with Michel. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Again, it's Michel. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way in.